Hey everybody, welcome back to Dum-Yz Promo, and today I'm excited because we officially have the Alpha Pass for the Sandbox Alpha. So this means that we're able to go through all of the experiences, not just the first 4 experiences, but all 18 or 19 experiences, and we're able to save all of our progress throughout this entire journey. So what we're going to do today is we're going to show and go through these 4 different original ones that you're able to do without an Alpha Pass. Now that I have it, there are some additional things through those stages or those experiences that if you have the Alpha Pass, it's able to store and save all of your progress. And also too, you're able to earn different rewards. So I do want to make sure we get to level 1 today, which is collecting and earning 200 sand. Now after that, when we get to level 2, we'll be able to get the Alpha Gate as well as a additional 100 sand. Level 3, we'll be able to earn the Alpha Sword along with another additional 100 sand, and then the Alpha Dragon. And these 3 NFTs are only available during this exclusive 3-week time frame. And then the very last one, level 5, it's where you'd be able to get the rest of the sand, which is going to total a total of 1,000 sand. So let me first go over into the Twitter. I also want to show you where you can purchase the Alpha Pass if that's something you're interested in. If you're not able to win one, or you can't win one, or you just want it right now, there is a official location for you to purchase one. And then I want to show you the Sandbox Game YouTube channel. So if you're not subscribed to the Sandbox Game YouTube channel, this is actually another way that you can win or earn a Alpha Pass. And that's by watching Alex Flores. He is going right here in this video that I'm basically highlighting. He goes through the Game Maker and he's able to give away 2 different Alpha Passes, either per stream or per day. I missed that portion there, but I know there's 2 of them that he's giving away. And again, so subscribe to the Sandbox Game right over here. I watched this live stream and that was how I learned it. And also too, I believe he keeps on mentioning that when you do the daily contests, I believe the Sandbox game, when they give out those daily contests, Alpha Passes, it's actually done on a Thursday. So every Thursday, it's a very loose term, but every Thursday is when all of the NFT passes are actually sent off. So they're not sent off every single day. So speaking of every day, let's go over into the Sandbox. This is their Twitter account right here. So this is where you're able to earn, an Alpha Pass. And so I've been doing this every single day. So this is the first time that I don't have to do it, and I'm not going to post anything in terms of inside of the, my submissions, because I want to make sure that they go over my name and don't even see my name, so other people have an option or opportunity to get the Alpha Pass as well. So it just states right here, how many walkers are being caged by the Walking Dead portal. And once you get done with that, you want to make sure that you fill out this form and you put out your answer. And then you also want to write something or put an image here so you can kind of see some people are giving away some of the answers, which is kind of the way it is. So I would say go there, take a look at it, take a screenshot of it, post it up on Twitter, follow the forum, things like that. We've already covered this multiple times with all the other contests all of last week. Now, if you're curious to purchase an Alpha Pass, the really only official location to do that is inside of OpenSea. And if you type in Sandbox, now you don't want to go to the Sandbox on the top. You want to go to the Sandbox Assets. If you go to the Sandbox Assets, this is going to show everything that is, a part of this game. You can put it into the game. You can put it on your land. You can use these things. But underneath the search, if you just type in Alpha, it's going to show you all the Alpha stuff. So right here, this is the Alpha Dragon, the Gate, the Sword. These are those exclusive NFTs that you're able to get with the Alpha Pass. And then here is the Alpha Pass itself. Now, the price of this one is 1.9 Ethereum. It kind of goes up and down a little bit, stuff like that. So if you wanted to actually go through and purchase one of these, you are able to, and it's going to be right here at this official location underneath the Sandbox Assets. Over here, this is where they are all listed by different people who have won the Alpha Pass, but is looking to actually sell it instead of use it. And so what you're able to do is hit on buy here, and then you can go through and you can get it. So we talked about the YouTube channel where they're giving away the Alpha Pass through a stream. So watch Alex Flores go through his live streams. This is where you're able to get it through the Sandbox Assets. We already talked about the contest. And so now let's head over into the game, but this time with the Alpha Pass itself. So we're going to start from level 1, the very first experience, which is the Alpha Hub. And when you go through this is where you're going to basically run through all the different factions, I believe. And you're going to take a look, and find different podiums that have little icons on them, like little yellow targets. And it's usually at this point in the video that I'm going to state that if you're brand new here at the channel, Dum-Yz Promo, you appreciate these tips and tricks and tutorials and gameplay walkthrough of the Sandbox Alpha. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button as well as the bell for notifications so you get notified for all future videos, because now that I have the Alpha Pass, I will be able to basically cover all of the content that they're able to release. Now, as I mentioned at the beginning of this video, we will be going through the first 4 experiences in this video alone, and then the next experiences will be some independent videos. So this way I can get caught up and then do each experience every single day and then get that content all out. So again, as you go inside of any of these different locations, what you are looking for is going to be the Metaverse guide, and it's going to be this old looking fellow right here with that exclamation point on the top, and you want to go through and speak. So let's see here, an Alpha Pass, what's an Alpha Quest? You can go through and you can read all of these, and it just says right here, can I do an Alpha Quest here? And then you can say, tell me a bit more. And then this is where you want to run into those 3 different faction areas. And so you're going to go to heroes, oracles, and scientists. And then you just want to go through, hit on my way, and again you're going to be looking for those targets. You can see over here on that wall that there's a target, so you can see that there's a target on that side of the map, another target on that side of the map, and then another one on another side. So all we're going to do now is basically run to all of these targets. I really don't have to stay in this one for too long, just because this one's actually very quick, simple, and easy, and I've already done it from before. So here's all your different factions. Here's your oracles faction, here's your scientist faction, and then you also have your heroes faction. And when you run to each of these different locations, then you'll be able to notice these little posts right there. So with the Alpha Hub, very simple. For the very first one, so we already ran into it, and so now we ran into one of the 3 locations. Now we're just going to run into the other 2, and it just kind of shows your progression through all of these different quests over on the right hand side. And then here's this one right there. This is the scientists area. And if you see another character, if you see a bot that has a yellow exclamation point above them, that is additional quests that you're able to do. So I believe with that one, that is where you want to count all of the animals in all of the different areas. And so now we're just going to still go through. We're going to finish this, just because it's very simple. Now this one was just to kind of let you run around and see what the graphics looks like, what it takes to run around. You have your different controls going left to right, forward, backwards, and then you also have shift, which is running, and then you do also have your space bar, which allows you to jump, and then if you hit on your shift one more time, just a little tap, then that's going to make you do a little roll and a jump and stuff like that. So all right, so we were already in this part over here. What I'm trying to look for now is going to be those different bots that have the yellow exclamation points. So one of them is right here, and that is where you want to find these, I forget what they're called, but you want to find these things right here. So let's see what he says. They're a beacon. So you want to find 5 different beacons all across the map. And let's see, inside of this location over here with this man, this is where you want to count all the animals that are in all the different areas. Now, I've already done this one, and I can't remember what the answers are, but I'm going to go through and still try to answer all these questions. All right, so there we go. We counted all the lynx, the deer, and the brown bears inside of the hub. So we finished the counting challenge. And so now, if we wanted to, we can run through and find all of the beacons. So if we wanted to, we can go through and find all of the beacons, but I have another video that actually shows all that. So all of those yellow targets are all of the ones that we are looking for. My alpha quest should be all completed. So all I'm going to do now is I'm going to hit on O, I'm going to hit on E to exit, and now we're going to exit the game. So then this way we can collect the 200 sand. So all I'm going to do here is I'm going to hit over here that says see rewards, and you can see here that I have completed level 1. So we do have 200 sand. Let's head back over into the map, and then we're going to head over into, let's go to Club XYZ, just because Club XYZ was one of those that was also very simple, very quick. So we're going to go through and hit on play. All right, so here we are at Club XYZ, and this one's actually very simple as well. You just want to go through, you can go dance on the dance floor, but here is the Metaverse guide. This is what you want to do to complete the Alpha Pass, or the quest for the day for this experience. So you want the stage, the club, the control panel, and the duck. So let's just go through. We already approved that we were going to do this for him. And now here is the main dance floor. You want to run right up over here if these guys will move. And so we already got the stage unlocked. So this one, we're gonna head all the way down, and there's gonna be one sitting over here that's titled The Club, right next to this little dance floor on the bottom. So now the next place you want to go to is going to be through this room, and it's actually going to take you underneath the map. It's actually pretty cool. So here's this one sitting there. Here's the control panel. And anytime that you ever want to take a look at any of these that have a question mark, these are just different NFTs that you can get and purchase. And if you hit on view in marketplace, it's going to open up a additional tab. So you can actually view this NFT in the marketplace if this is something that you would like to purchase for your piece of land. And then now we're going to head over to this area over here, which is called the duck, because there's a duck on the wall. And we have all 4 done and complete. Now, the first time I did this, it did take a little bit longer just because I wanted to run around. I didn't really know exactly about this room right here. I didn't notice this underground hallway to begin with the very first time. So I got 3 of them pretty quick, but I didn't really know where that 4th one was. So we have level 2 done and complete. We're going to go to E for exit, just because we finished the quest for this experience. So now that we're back at the alpha page here, if we go to see rewards, here is level 1. We have 200 sand. And then here's level 2, done and complete. And so we should be able to see this 300 sand popping up over here. And I don't know exactly when that's going to show, but as we are recording this, I'll be able to let you guys know. So we are done with level 1, level 2, and so now we're going to head over into level 3. So over here on the bottom left, you can see that we are now level 2. Alpha quest completed, 0 of 2, so that probably tells me that we got to pass the next 2 in order for us to get to level 3. So we've already done the hub, we've also done Club XYZ, and so now we're going to do the NFT Institute. So this is also one that's fairly quick, and then we're going to head over into this parkour game over here. It's actually really fun, and honestly, this experience here is closer to what you'd expect out of all of the Sandbox. So this is just the alpha portion of it. This is 3 weeks of alpha, and so at some point, during next year, maybe in 2022 at the end or 2023 at the beginning, we're probably going to see over like 5,000 games on this. When you take a look at the roadmap, I think it says in 2023. And then in 2022, during the 3rd or 4th quarter, that's when you're going to start seeing concerts and things like that. So deadmau5, Snoop Dogg, a whole bunch of people. So it's going to be pretty fun. So we're going to do the NFT Institute right now. All right, so here we are at the NFT Institute. Here is our Metaverse guide. Let's see here, such as 3 points of interest: the main hall, atrium, and main hall basement. So again, very, very simple, easy to do. You can see the 3 targets right here just by looking at the NFT Institute. So those 3 yellow targets is what we will be running to right now. So here is the first one. This is the main hall. So I ran a little bit of a circle, found some stairs, and here we are. We're at the main hall basement, and then this is actually where you can watch Snoop Dogg have a concert. There's a dance floor, so if you wanted to, you can actually head right over here. There's a bunch of bots. Sometimes you'll run into more people, but yeah, you got Snoop Dogg right up over there, giving a little concert for everybody. It's pretty fun to listen to as well, too. Looks like we have one player, DD64. Is right up in the middle, and we have another guy coming this way as well too. So this is another NFT that you were able to get. So it's like the Snoop Dogg bouncing car right here. That's one of those cool things you actually place on your land if you want to. Some of the fun things here is that there is looks to be maybe a tour going on where you got a bunch of people watching the tour guide. Man, there's just so much stuff that is just scattered and fluttered everywhere. And so now we headed up the stairs, and then here is the atrium. So we are now complete. We have the alpha quest done and complete. We visited all 3 different locations, and you can take a look again at these different little small NFTs. If there's any of these that you would like to purchase, then again, you'd be able to click and read these little question marks, and you can go inside of the marketplace to actually get these things, made inside of the game maker. So then this way it'd be able to go onto your piece of land. It looks like there's a tour for maybe a little school with some chaperones. So that's pretty fun. All right, so now let's head over into the next quest, which is going to be a parkour game. All right, so down over here on the bottom, if you take a look at my progress, you can see that we are done with one of the two for the alpha quest complete. So we are still level 2 here. If we finish one more, which is going to be this this parkour game, Dungeon of Dum-Yz or Dum-Yz, then we'd be able to be level 3. And so I'm actually pretty excited. That means that maybe every single level, they're going to add a new amount that you have to do, maybe 1 of 5, 1 of 3, 1 of 4, things like that. So now let's head over into this parkour game. And again, this is the one that is more like what you should expect with the Sandbox game. And another thing I want to point out is here where it says the size is 1 by 1. So that means it's one parcel. It's a 1 by 1 size. So if you're purchasing a piece of land and you're curious on how big they are, this is a good example of how big your piece is going to be. All right, here we go. Now this one is a little bit more invested. This is there's a lot more that you're able to do with this one than just running around and looking at things. So looks like we got a new challenge. Again, I have a video that is directly, specifically only this game. So I'll be going through this one pretty quick, not reading everything. But if you want to watch that full entire game, I can always place a link for it above. It'll be up there on the very top. These right here is going to be your checkpoints. And so as you go through all the different checkpoints, you'll also be able to earn life or get your health back if you run into these things. So the first thing you want to do is pick up your basic sword. You want to hit on I, head inside, and you want to open this up. Now it looks like this is just a local NFT. So this is only maybe going to be sitting in this inventory here, not something that you're able to keep for forever. So I think this one's all just going to be locally saved. So now we're going to head over into our main man over here, the Metaverse guide. So now we just have to take a look for the Forgotten Gargoyle. Now the Forgotten Gargoyle is actually just right below us. You can actually see it right there. You can either go down the steps or you can just actually fall off and go through right here. And the reason why it probably put you down here is because there's now going to be some wolves for you to go through and you can kill. So you can, jump, you can run. There's a lot of things you can do if you needed to avoid them. And if the gameplay looks a little choppy, I think it's just because of all the different programs I have running on my computer. Usually it's actually very, 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 very smooth. So here we go. We're going to go through all of this. I'm not the best at all of the parkour games. I'm more of like a shooter game type of a person. Here's another thing you want to take a look at. You see this very first symbol? This is something you want to remember for later on because there is a little code, a little box thing that you would want to put all of these in order. So this is the first one that you see, and you want to make sure that you can remember the order of all of these different symbols and logos and stuff. So we're going to go over here. We're going to flip this switch, and what we're doing is we are basically stopping these bridges. So I got one bridge stopped. And so now we just want to stop the next bridge. So I pumped that one just a little bit too quick. And then now once you have it all stopped, this is where you'd be able to run through and jump. So here is your first little checkpoint. And if you lost any lives, you'd be able to restore it. Here is actually a little box. You're able to open this and there is a small little NFT inside of there. So this is a bronze breastplate. So if I go inside of my inventory, you can see this NFT is sitting right there. So I'm going to open that up and now we are wearing it. Now there is also some helmets and shields, things like that. So there's a few more things that you're able to find in here. And I believe that there's 1 or 2 that I haven't found just yet. But I have a feeling it's going to be inside of that portion right there. I just don't know how to open it. So here's that second icon that you're trying to find. You see that? How it kind of looks like a little Y on the top. And so that is going to be your next icon that you want to make sure you remember. So with this one here, this is a switch that you stop this this little bridge from moving. So what you want to do is you want to wait for the second one to come back. You're going to flip the switch and then make it run again. So how about we just go through and we do that. And there's the very next icon down there, that little logo down there. It kind of looks like 2 straight lines with an equals sign in the middle, kind of like looks like a little box. I don't know what that is. I'm sure some of you guys might be able to let me know what that is. Here's the very next checkpoint. Here's a few skeletons, and you might want to go through and get rid of these dudes. And then here's the very last one. So once you have all of those, you're going to actually input it with this little box right here, and you want to change those little logos that you see. So let's just get rid of a few of these guys. All right, there we go. So here is the runes control panel. So what you want to do is you want to go through and you want to hit on use. So it looked as if we do need to change number 1 and number 4. So if we change number 1, we got that box. And then if we change number 4, you'll hear a little ding. And then this was what we saw in order. And so we just unlocked something, and I believe it actually opened up some doors. So if you run through this game, you'll also notice that a few different doors have been opened. So here's actually one of them here. So if you wanted to go back into a different area of the game, you can see that it is now opened. That door is open as well. So there's a few different areas and places you're able to go. So I suggest, you guys to kind of go around and play with that. So with this one, you want to keep these ones moving and running. And the reason why is because you have 2 different controls that you want to flip and switch. So here's one of those that you'd want to flip down. And then you want to go on to the other side. And then now that you have done those 2 things, you'll have those bridges over there moving. And there we go. So now all you got to do is open this one up and you'll be able to get yourself a helmet. Go inside of inventory, double press to put it on. And you got those 3. Now there is a few other things you can get. There's 3 more. And I might come back and do that a little bit later on, but I just wanted to go through this with you guys here. Of just basically playing this level. If you hit on tab, you can read what is saying on the top. So up here, your new reward, because we've reached level 3, is 100 more sand and the alpha sword. So all we're gonna do is we will travel back to the hub. So now you can see that we are level 3, and luckily it stayed at 0 of 2, so it didn't go up another number here. So we have gone through all 4 of the first original experiences. You can go through and you can see your rewards. And so now we've done level 1, level 2, and level 3. So we should have a total of 400 sand, and we also now have that alpha gate and the alpha sword. And those things should hopefully pop up inside of maybe my inventory. But that is it for today's video. I wanted to go through all 4 of these experiences. I wanted to share with you guys that we do have the alpha pass now, and there is 3 more experiences that I have not gone through just yet. And so those are going to be the next videos. So if you guys appreciate this video, we went through it pretty quick, but if you appreciate it, make sure you guys give this video a like. Also hit subscribe so you can watch those upcoming videos. And if you like this video, then you'll also like this video. And I'll see you guys later.